Hello neighbor, this is Curt at eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Inno Gearbox 720 on these Thule 53-inch wing bars for this 2024 Jeep Wagoneer L. So the Jeep Wagoneer L actually does have a lot of cargo space in the back. It is, however, an 8-passenger vehicle. So if you are going to be riding with max passengers, all of a sudden this space doesn't quite have enough for 7 or 8 people's things if you're going on even a weekend excursion. So when we mounted this box, we mounted it close over here to the passenger side and making sure that we have access on that side as well. Reason for that being is because you want to be able, as tall as this vehicle is, to be able to get up here high enough to be able to get things in and out of the box itself. On a side note, the Wagoneer L actually has 3 mounting points for a roof rack, here, and a third set in the back. I would recommend keeping it on one of these, on these front 2 sets, mainly because you can get into the back door and up and into it for access, but also because moving the box back all the way might put us in a bit of danger of that lift gate not being able to open all the way. So that's a good reason for why we have it placed the way we have it placed. We also have it placed closer to the side of the vehicle, also to give us easy access, but I'm going to show you in a few minutes exactly what that's going to do for us as far as anything else we want to put up on the roof rack. So right here we've got 2 different latches. There is a key here, so this is a lockable box. You're going to simply push in these 2 tabs, lift it out, and gain access to your box. Now, this box is fantastic because it does not taper, which means you're going to have a pretty consistent amount of space in here. It's not a very tall box, but that's okay. Being low profile gives it a little bit of a sleeker design and offers a bit more wind resistance. So as you can see, once again, with the box moved all the way over to the passenger side, that's going to give us a lot of space to put up a kayak carrier, ski carrier, a number of things that you could put up here just to add some more use for the rack on your travels. So you'll attach your gearbox using this clamp system, which is really, really easy to use. It can be tightened and loosened here so that you can get the claws around whatever size bar that you have, and then you would simply latch it over and in place to grab those bars. There's a rubber track here with a space in the middle of it that you're going to use to put it through. And this is great because it also allows you to maneuver the box forward and back as you like as well. So we'll go ahead and put that right through the track around those bars. Clamp it down. And we're ready to load up and go. Now let's talk a little bit about how much space this is going to take up on your roof. From the top of your bars to the top of the box itself, it's going to add just barely under 11 inches of height to your vehicle. So keep that in mind for areas where you might need to be conscious about that clearance. For instance, your garage. This is also going to give you about 5.5 inches worth of clearance underneath the box itself, so keep that in mind if you have a sunroof option on the Jeep Wagoneer as well. Now, you may have noticed while we were taking a look at this box that there were times where I was able to really get up there and get into it. Well, that was all with the help of this Moki doorstep. This particular tool comes in very handy whenever you're working with a box, especially on a taller vehicle like this. It works very simply by hooking into this door latch here and down. It has a 300-pound weight limit. And what that'll allow me to do is really get up and into the box. Now, while I didn't necessarily need it to get into the box as far as cargo, it was an enormous help when putting those far clamps on when I was installing it. So it's a part that I would recommend that you could find right here on eTrailer. As far as the aesthetics of the box and how it looks on the Jeep Wagoneer L, I'm actually a big fan of it. This is a robust vehicle that is a bit boxy in nature too, as well as the gearbox. The gearbox also isn't as tapered as a lot of other boxes. It kind of matches that same aesthetic, and that is what adds to that cargo space in the middle that I spoke of earlier, in that there's not a lot of tapering to the box, which makes shifting your cargo and maneuvering it in a way that you want it that much easier. So I would say all in all, this is a fantastic roof box option for the 2024 Jeep Wagoneer L. Once again, this is Curt at eTrailer. Thanks for stopping by.